to the Bridge Party Show. I'm Sara Bellar, and we have a host or a variety of local coordinators here because this show is going to be seen on Cass County Connection, Peru's News and Views, and Wabash Today.
This is what you call a host of hostesses?
This is a host of hostesses.
Well, I'm Lisa Terry Bowsher, for those of you who don't know me in the other counties, and I'm really glad to be here. In fact, I've been here, if you can tell by looking at me, since 7 o'clock this morning because I was on the committee to help put this little shindig together.
And you aged so well, too.
I look terrible, but hey, I mean, I really feel jealous because I'm dressing down and she's dressing really up, and so we're really glad, Michelle, that you could be here.
Well, thank you. I'm Michelle Wallick for Peru's News and Views, and I'm a ringmaster for the Peru Circus, so that's why I'm dressed like this, and I haven't been here since 7, and I still look fly away.
So basically, I mean, if you're a ringmaster, and this is as close to Hollywood as I could get on Marcus, we're all kind of like movie star wannabes?
Well, exactly, yes. We're all hoping for the best.
So maybe with us all together here, we could like sign up as a team for, say, NBC, CBS?
Well, I think so. I mean, we with this talent, all 4 of us, we're just all this talent. We're looking. Anybody who wants to sign?
We're for hire.
Just don't try to get us through any doorways anytime in the near future.
And last but not least,
yes, we have our Wabash representative.
Yes, I'm Amy Brown from Wabash Today, for those of you who don't know me, and since I don't know anyone here, I think there's a lot of people that don't know me.
Well, that means that you're going to get to meet a whole lot of people, right?
Yes.
But you know what? I think we better get to the fun and all the festivities.
There are a lot of people here today. I wanted you to know a great list of VIPs, and we're going to talk to a lot of people that helped put today's event together. So I think everyone should stay tuned because it's going to be a great show.
Listen. Indiana industry. They make a lot of things in Indiana, but they're not making any more of this. The Nature Conservancy works with Indiana people and businesses to help protect tens of thousands of Indiana acres for tomorrow. For information or to help, call 1-800-YES-LAND. The Nature Conservancy, quietly preserving Indiana.
With Lieutenant Governor Frank O'Bannon on the bridge itself. Now, Lieutenant Governor Frank O'Bannon, we want to first off start out with, the existing highway system and how that all comes into the Hoosier Heartland Industrial Corridor and where you see that going.
Well, I think the local leadership from Lafayette, Delphi, Logansport, Peru, Wabash, Huntington, and Fort Wayne says, how can we cross the state and tie it in with the other interstate and the main arteries? And that's really the purpose of the Heartland corridor, is to make that connection, because it is a basis. Whatever we do here in the state of Indiana, crossroads of America, is the foundation of economic growth, is our transportation system. So we continue to work to get the funds necessary to continue to improve the highway system here in the state of Indiana. It's very difficult because there's a shortage of funds, so we have to continually go to the federal government to get money out of the Highway Trust Fund, as we have here, and to continue to get this project started again and moving. And I think what we've seen in the past 5 or 6 years, we're getting about $12 million into construction costs to finish up here with the bridges and connect them to 35 and to 24 and to move forward. We'll continue to have to look at innovative ways for state funding too, but right now the state funds just barely take care of preservation, which is paving and keeping up the existing system.
So then what ideas do you have for the future? Where can we go with the bridge to everywhere and make it into the road that basically connects the state?
Well, we will continue to look for that type of funding, and I think it's up to the people what they feel that they can contribute. One thing that we've looked at and I've talked about is taking the sales tax off of gasoline that now goes in general fund, put it in the highway fund, and maybe do some bonding so we can get this project finished and other projects started here in the state, US 50 in the south, I-69, other projects that are necessary. But there's just not new construction funds within the state mix, so we have to look at innovative ways to find money there and to also hopefully get more back from Federal Highway Trust Fund.
This can't be the only road that we need here in the state of Indiana, obviously, so we need to look at funding for new highway systems. How important an issue is this?
Well, it's always an important issue. This state of Indiana has been growing in the last 4 or 5 years at a faster rate than the national average, and for the first time there's more people moving into the state of Indiana than moving out since the 1950s. You remember when everybody was going to Texas and California? Well, now they're coming back and they're living in Indiana. We're growing. The private sector is expanding the business, expanding jobs. We're even looking for more affordable housing, and all is based on a good transportation system. And our transportation system here in Indiana is vitally important. It's a good one. We've got to expand it to take advantage of the economic growth that's here if we can meet that foundation for our transportation system.
So, final question, what do you think about the bridge party?
Yeah, the bridge party, this is fantastic to sit here, look down on the river, even though it's a little muddy, but to see people sitting here at tables kind of partying for the fact, really celebrating the fact we're taking the next step right now to finish this part of the road. Next year we'll take the next step, and then we will have connected 35 and 24.
Looking at it overall, how long do you think realistically it's going to take to see the Hoosier Heartland Industrial Corridor finished?
Well, I think it certainly will take several more years. When you look from Lafayette to Logansport, and you're looking to probably over 50 million. I don't know how much that is, even more than that, maybe a couple of $100 million. Finding the money will be the thing. What we got to do is get the most important parts, keep plugging, keep pushing, taking it a project at a time to find the funds to do it. And for a while there, the funds all went down in the south when we had the Bob Orr bypass around Evansville. That took a lot of the new construction funds. So we got to, as we have them available, put them here in the Hoosier Heartland. There'll be some other parts of the state that are looking for that fund. It's a balancing of that, and I think the most important thing is the strength of the local leadership here in all the cities, particularly Logansport, Peru, Wabash, and Huntington, as we look at how we finish up that part of the corridor. And that leadership has been absolutely outstanding. As long as I've been in the state legislature, as long as I've been lieutenant governor and interest in economic development, that leadership has been powerful.
So our future for the Hoosier Heartland Industrial Corridor, like Lieutenant Governor O'Bannon says, is one step at a time, or maybe I should say one road section at a time. We'll be back with more from the Bridge Party.
Hello, Marcus Cable.
We give you star performance every day. We're a part of your community. You're gonna see us in a whole new way.
At Marcus Cable, we've made a commitment to your community by supporting cable in the classroom, scholarship programs, and local charities.
Thanks to you, my grandson is going to college.
That's why we deliver star performance every day for your community.
Marcus Cable, we're your TV star.
Gubernatorial candidate Steve Goldsmith to talk about the Bridge Party. Now, what do you think of this event?
Well, I think the event's great. I think the project's curious, and now, I mean, the project ought to be done. This is one of the most important roads in Indiana. It will create economic vitality and jobs in the heartland of the state, and yet the attitude's been, we have a little federal money, so we'll spend it even though the bridge doesn't go anywhere, and then we'll wait for the next drop of federal money. We need to say clearly today, this is a critically important road. It ought to be finished, and if they can't get federal money to finish it, they ought to use state money to finish it. It's that simple, and it will pay off.
So do you have any really good ideas to get this plan through, to get this project going and moving?
Sure, we've done $500 million worth of road projects in Indianapolis without any tax increases at all. There's money in the state budget, there's creative financing schemes, you need to design the road. I mean, that obviously has no economic impact to build a bridge that goes nowhere.
Right.
The road needs to be finished and it will pay off, and I'd be prepared to commit to that if I'm governor.
Sounds like a good commitment to me. Thanks a lot. And we'll be back with more of the Bridge Show coming right up.
There's a lot of bad news in the world. Here's some good. Warren Zorek brought an elderly fire survivor her medication. 28 stories up, no elevator. Elaine King breathed life into a stranger's dying baby boy. Kristen Zimke resuscitated a dying man who collapsed in a crowd. Help us keep the good news coming. Give your time and support to the American Red Cross now, because help can't wait.
Welcome back to the Bridge Party. I'm Lisa Terry Bowsher, and I know I look crummy, but I've been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and I don't really care. We've got some really fun and interesting people here on the bridge, about 1,000 people so far, and I'm going to introduce you to some folks, and we have...
I'm Mike Gary, State Senator from Tippecanoe, Jasper, and White County, and I don't think you look crummy at all.
Hey, thank you. Can I have your autograph?
Certainly may, anytime.
Tell us what you think about the Bridge Party.
Well, it's great. It's a good thing that's happening because it's a great project, and it calls attention to the project and the need for it.
Have you had a chance to try the good food yet?
I have not. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, good. And you are?
I'm Claire Like, and I'm from Fowler, and I represent the 25th District, which is all of White, Benton, and Newton, most of Warren, part of Carroll, and a precinct in Tippecanoe.
And what do you think about the Bridge Party?
Well, I think it's wonderful to see this progressing. You know, I've always heard that it takes a long time to build a bridge. Maybe it's good we got the bridge first.
Really?
I don't know.
There's a lot of breeze up here on the bridge, and it's a sunny day for once.
It feels good. It really does. It helps with the breeze, and we're not used to this warm weather with this cold spring we've had.
The sunshine is unique. Next we have...
State Senator Katie Wolf. I'm from the 7th District. I live in Monticello. I represent 8 counties. And I don't think you want me to name all 8.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Can you remember all 8?
I hope so. It's Stark and Jasper and Pulaski and White and Clinton and Carroll and... one or two more.
Yeah, I would go. See, that did put you on the spot, didn't it? How do you think if we get this 4-lane highway that connects Fort Wayne to Lafayette, how will this impact the Carroll County folks?
Oh, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful venture for them. You know, I look at projects such as this one as sowing seeds of hope in communities, and that's exactly what this venture really is. A lot of people work very hard for many years, and it's good to see something really happening.
Well, thanks for being with us today. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, and enjoy the day here. Next we have His Honor Mayor Bill Vernon and his lovely bride. No, I had to look at the name tag just to make sure. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Lisa. I just drug her in there. She was walking by, and I noticed she's a representative, you know, Miss Allen.
Yeah.
So I drug her in here to be on television. This is a great turnout.
Good.
And it's a great demonstration, and, you know, I think this should not be called the bridge to nowhere.
It's the bridge to somewhere.
You bet it is. It's the bridge to the future, Lisa.
And what do you think about the turnout? Don't we have a wonderful crowd this evening?
It's a great day and a great turnout. It's warm up here, but there's a beautiful breeze. It's just beautiful.
Well, great. Well, thanks for joining us. And you are? Not Mrs. Vernon. I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
I'm State Representative Phyllis Pond from Fort Wayne, from New Haven, representing northeastern Indiana, all the northeastern counties, and this is a bridge between Toledo and Logansport and Lafayette with connecting Fort Wayne. And we'd like to share some of our recent economic development all along 69. We've had terrific economic development. We have our new bypass at Fort Wayne, and if you've been on it, it's really wonderful. And we'd like to share that with the people of this part of the state.
Have you been down to see the Peru Circus perform yet?
No, I have not, but that's something I look forward to. My son is a flight surgeon out at Grissom Air Force Base, so he comes from Fort Wayne about once a month as a flight surgeon.
So he knows a lot about the circus.
Oh, he knows a lot about that road that needs to be.
I see.
I was just on the road just a few minutes ago between Huntington and Wabash, and believe me, it needs to be 4-lane.
Yes, it certainly does. Well, thank you, Phyllis, for joining us, and have a great time on the bridge. And I'm Lisa Terry Bowsher, and if you'll stay tuned, we've got more exciting stuff on the bridge party here in beautiful downtown Lewisburg. Stay tuned.
The drug pusher in this picture? It's hard to believe kids this young are at risk because someone their age may be offering them drugs. Someone they think is their friend. Talk to your kids about drugs. Tell them that anyone who offers them drugs is not a friend.
Welcome back to the Bridge Party. With me are 4 individuals who helped make this whole entire thing possible. Tell me who you all are when I come to you and what you think about the events that happened today.
My name's Debbie Bowsher. I'm with the Miami County Economic Development Corporation. I think it's terrific weather and a great support of the Heartland project.
My name is Linda Anderson. I'm with the Logansport Cass County Chamber of Commerce, and we're so excited with the turnout from the legislators from all along the corridor.
Larry Muffet, I'm president of the Logansport Cass County Economic Development Foundation, and I'm just really delighted and heartened by the response, the way the community came out today, and the way the community came together, and the multiple counties came together and participated in this event and made it a success.
I'm Francis Jakeway, Community Development and Community Relations for NIPSCO. I'm chairman of the board for the Hoosier Heartland, and I just want to thank everybody associated with the Logansport Cass County, with the Chamber in Lafayette, with the people in Carroll County, Bill Brown and Sam Dyrett. I'm sure I'm going to leave somebody out. Ruth Greider and everybody in Peru, Bruce Storm and Wabash. This is truly a corridor function, and it does show where we have our priorities.
You know, all the way from Fort Wayne to Lafayette, someday soon it's going to happen, and it's because of people like this who take time out of their busy schedules and they volunteer and they get it done. So I want to thank you guys. You did a tremendous job, and we look forward to driving across this bridge in the near future.
Welcome back to the Bridge Party. We're going to talk to 3 people who helped make this party happen. First of all, we're going to talk to Bruce Storm, who's with the Wabash Area Chamber of Commerce. Bruce, tell us a little bit about how Wabash was involved in it and how it'll affect you people.
How we were involved in it, really, each community along the corridor was asked by the Logansport Cass County Chamber of Commerce to assist in any way that we could to publicize, sell tickets for this bridge party, because it was their idea to do it as a fundraiser in order to, I'm sure you've already talked about the reason for the fundraiser. So we were just asked to help in any way we could, and we did that. We're glad that it's really come off as well as it has. The impact it'll have on our community is really tough to measure. We only know that it's going to be a positive because of the hopeful economic growth. Without this highway, the completed 4-lane highway between Lafayette and Fort Wayne, we have very small opportunities to grow and to attract business and industry because they need a route to get their product to their customer. It also will help economically because it makes the community, each community, easy to get to from a tourism standpoint. People like to go out and have a good time, but they want to be able to get to where they're going safely and quickly so they can see the attractions once they get there. So it's not only is it an asset and a help for growth for business and economics, but it also helps in a tourism aspect, which is probably the second largest industry in the state of Indiana, I think, right now, is the tourism industry.
That sounds great, and you know, it's really great that Wabash is getting involved in it. It's a lot of people coming together to make this happen. So let's move on to the Miami County Chamber of Commerce, and we have with us the Executive Director, Ruth Greider. Tell us a little bit about the Peru's involvement in this bridge party.
Well, we were very excited to help because we're the closest, I guess, to Cass County, and when they called and asked us to be on the planning committee, we said sure. So we had Deb Bowsher from Economic Development who helped do the ticket sales, and I was on the billboard committee, and we got one of our local financial institutions, Jerry Auld at Francis Slocum Bank, donated one of the boards for us, and we were able to invite the entire county of Miami to come to the bridge party, and I would say that it worked very, very well. Economic development, if you look at the statistics from Fort Wayne to Lafayette, there are a lot of industries in Fort Wayne that also have the same industries in Lafayette. Those people travel back and forth all the time. This bridge and the highway completion would make that so much easier. Each one of our counties has tremendous historical value and things that attract people to each of our counties, and the safety factor is something else. All you have to do is try to travel on these highways to meetings back and forth like I do and Bruce does and others, and you begin to see how badly we need this highway. So that's why we were involved.
It's wonderful. Like I said, it's taking a lot of people working together to make this happen, and these folks are doing just that. They're the workhorses of this organization. Now we also have with us Milt Cole, who's with the Logansport Cass County Area Chamber of Commerce. Milt, tell us a little bit about what was Wabash's role in getting this to come together. I'm sorry, Logansport. So many people, so many names. But anyway, tell us what Logansport's side of it. How did you get involved in it? What were your roles in this?
Well, it's a matter of economics, not only for Logansport, for the whole northeastern part of whole north central part of Indiana. I think it's investment for Indiana in general. I think it has a payback of like 3 years. I think any businessman would jump on top of that real quick. I think it would be, like most positive, everybody will win from it. I just see no reason for us not to pursue on this because it's a win-win.
It sounds very true. Like Milt said, it's a win-win situation. What do you think is the most exciting part about this, Milt, all of these people coming together?
I think it's great for the whole general section across north central Indiana, but I want to recognize Dick Dilling. Dick Dilling is the man that came up with the idea. He was very innovative in his thinking, and he's put this thing together real well. He has worked long and hard. No one has worked hard on this project than Dick Dilling. And I take my hat off to Dick Dilling.
Well, it sounds really neat. Okay, with us we have Milt Cole, Ruth Grider, and Bruce Storm, 3 people of the many people who have made this bridge party happen. We'll be right back.
Is it hot out here, but it's going to be fun and we're having a great day, and I don't know about all of you guys, but I'm ready to just jump over the bridge and go for a swim.
Sounds good. Let's go.
You know, out here at the bridge party we've got tons of people, and the neat thing about this group is we have someone from the beginning and we have someone that's currently with the Hoosier Heartland Corridor Committee. So let's get started. Jack Porter, you were one of the original committee members to get the road from Fort Wayne to Lafayette started. Tell us a little bit about that and how it all came about.
In 1984, Phil Young, who was president of the Chamber of Commerce at the present time, asked me, because I had previously worked on trying to get a new bridge across the river at Wabash, to form a committee and get a new road from Wabash to Huntington only. And I agreed to if Glenn Tanner would work with me as co-chairman of the committee. And so Glenn agreed, and we started out working on just the section from Wabash to Huntington. And after we started having meetings on that, why it evolved, the whole corridor evolved from the Wabash Chamber of Commerce Bridge Committee. And Glenn Tanner made very valuable contributions in many major things that happened in Hoosier Heartland to get it going. And it's been 12 years now, and we're glad to see some dirt being moved, and hopeful that we can drive on a piece of it in our time.
Now, you know, this started 12 years ago. Did you ever think that you would be here with musical groups and people and, you know, VPs and all kinds of people standing on this bridge? Did you ever envision that?
No, I didn't. I envisioned maybe getting started somewhat on a road from Wabash to Huntington. And Logansport was ahead of us 12 years ago in getting a section of the road, because the state had a hearing on the south route around Logansport 12 years ago. Then when we finally got the section from Wabash to Huntington being engineered, the Indian House at Huntington held up for about a year and a half. And I'm glad that we're getting this part around Logansport, because every time we have a piece of it done, it's going to help get the rest of it completed. And we hope that Logansport can get the trucks out of downtown Logansport, which I know is something that they don't enjoy.
Right, well, and from that point, we're here today, and Wendell Seaborn, you're Vice President of the Hoosier Heartland Committee. You know, tell me about what you think about this extravaganza.
Well, a few years ago when Jack and Glenn walked into my office, asked me if I could become involved with the project, they shared their vision with me, and I didn't really know what to expect. I had lived in Lafayette in the early days, knew that there was to be a road through here, and kind of forgotten about it because I moved away from this area. When I moved back, they came in and talked with me. The fact that we're here today, this bridge is built, that there are so many people, both gubernatorial candidates are here, lots of members of the legislature, it's just fantastic. They're here, they're showing their support, and they're giving us the support that we need to get this road done.
And sooner or later, hopefully it is going to be completed.
It will be.
Another Wabash representative, Tony Pulley. This poor man, we interrupted his dinner to make him come on TV, and I'm sure he's never going to forget me for that. What do you think about this event?
It's great. It's nice to see everybody here, and the weather held up. Can't believe it's not raining.
Definitely beautiful weather, and a little bit hot, though, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I don't mind it. It's fine.
Okay, now this gentleman, I got to tell you guys this. Poor guy, no celebrity on his golf team today. He played in the golf tournament, and he tells me he shot a 21 over par. Now, I don't know much about golf, but I don't think that's very good.
We need to set the record straight. We didn't win, but we were 11 under, and we had a great day. We had a golf outing at Rock Hollow that started at 10 o'clock, shotgun start, and all 18 holes were full, plus double teams on some of the holes, and just a great turnout. A lot of enthusiasm. I pulled in about quarter 10, and the enthusiasm was really there. People were excited to be there to support this project and to kick the whole day off, really, with the golf tournament. So, and we had a great day. The weather was great. Rock Hollow's in great shape. So we had a lot of fun. I heard 15 under won it, but we're going to find out later on when they make the presentations.
And of course, this is at Bella's, and you know, I'm a little jealous. You're standing here in front of me drinking a Coke.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm dying of thirst. So, well, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe later. We'll be right back with more of the Bridge Party after this.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
And it's true. We know we count on you to do what Sophie says.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
We know we count on you to do what Sophie says.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
We're here with State Representative Bill Friend to find out what you think about today's event, and how do you think this is going to impact the corridor itself?
Sara Lee, thanks for having me here. This whole event is about enthusiasm, and what this event can do for the project is revitalize us, give us that enthusiasm again so that we can talk to our legislators, talk to our people in government, talk to our friends and neighbors and leaders in business, and get them excited about completion of the project from Fort Wayne to Lafayette. That's how you get it done. You know, this has been many years in the making, and over the course and passage of time, people get tired and they might lose a little of their zip and enthusiasm. So we need to have these parties, events that can rebuild, rekindle, and give us that enthusiasm all over.
The events that build steam, right?
Exactly. That's what we've got to have.
Is it the bridge to nowhere or the bridge truly to everywhere?
Well, you know, that was one of the lines I wanted to use, but someone else had beaten me to it. I've heard these bridges called the bridges to nowhere, and believe me, they really are bridges to everywhere, because without them, we can't get across this body of water, and the rest of the Midwest isn't opened up to us. So they are bridges to everywhere. All we've got to do is complete the project. We've got to have the enthusiasm, have the faith, and realize that it's a commitment that has to be made, and we will get it done.
Well, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate the few minutes. We'll be back with more of the Bridge Party coming right up.
42% of all murdered women are killed by men who promise to love them. Help stop domestic violence. Call us.
I'm Michelle Wallick, and we're at the Bridge Party, and we have a couple of clowns here. Well, actually 3 clowns, and we're going to talk to them a little bit about what they think about performing on a bridge. Okay, we have Dismo. What do you think?
It's very unusual. It goes nowhere, and I feel like I'm out of nowhere.
But this is a bridge to somewhere someday, and that's what it's all about, trying to raise money that hopefully someday this bridge will go to somewhere. Now, this one, Dismo, is actually Christy. Her real name's Christy, and she's been in the circus for years and years. How long were you in the circus as a performer?
Oh, I'm hitting about 20-some years now.
My goodness, she doesn't look old enough to be 20 years, but what kind of acts did you perform in before?
Oh, many. Trampoline, web, tumbling, all kinds. I can't remember them all. I'm kind of old.
So which is more difficult, clowning or performing?
Performing.
Is it?
Yes.
Isn't it hard to be funny?
No, not at all. You put on the makeup and you just kind of disappear in your own little world.
That sounds like fun. Now, also with us are Gadget and Cutie Pie. Now, if you would see them on the street, you would probably figure out that they're married. They're a married couple. This is Randy and Joe Inyart, and they are fairly new to the Peru Circus as clowns. Tell us a little bit about what you like about clowning.
Just the getting out, working with the people, getting the response out of the people as far as the kids, the looks on their faces. It's fun.
What do you think, Cutie Pie?
Oh, just the kids, having fun with them. Nobody knows who you are.
Yes, that's a definite plus.
So, and being cute and everything, it's kind of fun, huh?
Yes.
I haven't seen a pink wig like this, quite like this before.
Oh, it's very unusual.
So anyway, what do you guys think about performing out on this bridge? I mean, we got this beautiful river running underneath us. There's a nice breeze going here, but we're out in the middle of nowhere. What do you think about this?
We like the breeze. It's nice to have the air of all this on. But the bridge is interesting. It's something very different. We've never seen anything quite like this before.
It's kind of unique, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. These are the Peru Amateur Circus clowns, some of the many that you can see at the Peru Amateur Circus. We'll be back with more from the Bridge Party.
In advertising, they say one of the surest ways to get your message across is to put celebrities in your commercial. We hope they're right.
Welcome back to the Bridge Party, and with two very influential men who are going to tell us a little bit about the effects of the bridge and this Bridge Party and how it's going to help make this happen. First, I'm with Potchwheeler, and what is your title, sir?
I'm a Majority Caucus Chairman.
I made him say that because I keep forgetting it. I know that he's probably going, what is wrong with her? And he's your boss. That's right. And this is Senator Tom Weatherwax, and these two men are going to tell us a little bit about the effects of this. First, we'll start with Potchwheeler and tell us what's going to happen when this bridge actually continues on.
Well, this bridge is certainly a good start for us to finish up the highway, to make it go on further. And this is a good idea because when they construct this highway now from here on, then they got a way of getting back and forth across the bridge. Everybody wants to know what this bridge is for, and that's what it's going to be for. So they can go from this side to that side without going 15 miles around.
So it's been a problem with the traveling, and this bridge is making the connection for people, making it easier to travel. Is that right?
It's going to make it a lot easier to construct it.
Now, you said that there are two counties that it goes through for you.
That goes through Huntington County and Wabash County.
What do you think about this Bridge Party?
Oh, I think it's great. Senator Weatherwax did a fantastic job, and he's a fantastic senator, furthermore. But this is going to be great. It does nothing but show people that we're interested. We're going to do something. We're actually going to go ahead, and this is going to become reality.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's talk to the guy who says that you're his boss. So, Senator Tom Weatherwax, what do you think about this Bridge Party? It looks like there's a lot of people here today.
Well, thanks to Chairman Potchwheeler and the leadership in the Senate. Of course, President Bob Garton was here, Chairman Borst. We had over 28 senators and reps here today, Speaker Manweiler. It was important for me and to all of us, including Potchwheeler, who's worked so hard on this from the beginning, to get some of our fellow colleagues here to understand what we're talking about. This speaks volumes to what we're talking about. You get people on these two huge spans, and they say, whoa. First of all, they didn't know they were here. Then they understand why we need a road. We need to complete what we've started. So this is a very important incentive to build that momentum, because without it, not only would we literally not be standing here, but I don't think this project would be moving forward like it is.
Right. And I think what makes it kind of exciting for people is that it is so unique. Somebody says, let's have a party on a bridge, and they're like, what do you mean? Don't you think that makes it special?
Well, it is. It's very unique, and I have to compliment a lot of people, including the people from Wabash to Huntington, all the way to Lafayette, because this has been a community effect really by everyone. We do believe, like I said in the beginning of my remarks, this is probably the first Hoosier Heartland Quarter celebration party. I do believe that we should do it next year, hoping that we have completion on the Wabash to Huntington segment, maybe up at Wabash or Huntington, or maybe up at Fort Wayne if we can do the Fort Wayne to Maumee Toledo segment, or in Lafayette. We need to let everybody realize this is just the first celebration. There's a lot more work that has to be done. Each of us in the General Assembly, both at the federal level and our level, has to continue the fight to try to get the priority funding to finish projects of this nature. You know this project is going to cost approximately $359 million to build it 4-lane from Fort Wayne all the way to Lafayette. But we have a lot in place, and we have certain things done and committed. So I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I really do.
Good. And it's a lot of fun, but like they both have said, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people have been involved in this. And I'd like to thank Chairman Potchwheeler for coming today, just known as Potch, and also Senator Tom Weatherwax. We'll be back with more at the Bridge Party.
Hi, I'm Sara Bellar with Marcus Cable, and July in these parts means festival time, and that is so true in Peru with the 37th annual Circus City Festival, which is a festival that promises to be bigger and better than ever before. Joining me now are the co-producers, a total female team. I like this. This is really good. I've got Michelle Wallick and Joyce Ferguson, and they have put together an incredible act you're not going to want to miss. And to see this act, they have to get tickets, right, Michelle?
Show? That's right. If you want tickets to the greatest amateur show on earth, you need to call 317-472-3918. And we have 11 shows that you can choose from, so there's plenty of time to decide what show you'd like to go see. And let me tell you, it's worth the money. It really is.
Well, let's talk about the dates and also the need to get tickets now.
Okay. The dates are, we have a family night show, which is July 12th. It's on a Friday. But then our reserve seating begins on July 13th through the 20th. And the evening shows start at 7, and those are, let's see, Saturday, and Saturday we also have 2 p.m. shows. So if there are Saturday shows, we have 2 and 7 p.m. Our Sunday show is at 3 p.m., and then our weeknight shows are also at 7 p.m. So if you need any information or you'd like a brochure, we have plenty of that here at the Circus office. And again, the number is 472-3918, and we can send that out to you.
And you do have reserved seating, so if they're looking for the best seat, they've got to reserve that seat right away.
Right. We have our people that come every year, some who have been coming ever since the show began, and they always get the same seats every year. So if you want to beat the rush, you need to get your tickets reserved now.
But why should all of those folks come? Because this is an exciting time. It is an incredible entertainment opportunity, and I would say affordable and very valuable.
Yes, it is. Well, the fact that Joyce and I are the first female producing team is really exciting for us. Of course, Joyce is much more experienced at this than I am. She's done this for a while, and I've just been kind of following along her coattails like a lost puppy. But it's very exciting entertainment. It's family entertainment. A lot of the things you'll see here, you can see in Ringling Brothers. But what's neat about it is it's kids between the ages of 7 and 21 that are doing these feats. Also, the price for the tickets are very affordable. I think our lowest price starts at $5, isn't it, Joyce? And it goes up to maybe $8. So, I mean, you may pay that just to go see a movie, and believe me, you'll just get a lot more entertainment from that. Some of the new acts that we have this year, they're kind of old, but we haven't had them for a while, and we brought them back. One of them is Neck Loop. We have Roman Ladders, High Casting, and then we also have a new act. Oh, we got a fuzzy. A new act this year called Ladder Trapeze, which is really exciting, and I won't tell you how it ends because it's just kind of a thrill. So there are a lot of neat things that you can see in our show, and we really would like to have you come.
Lots of thrills throughout the entire show, including the traditional flying trapeze and a whole lot more.
Yes, a whole lot more.
A whole lot more. And you know what's really neat, Joyce, is that you folks are all volunteers. This is an all-volunteer program, and when you come in and you pay your ticket price, all of the proceeds go towards these kids. I mean, this is a youth program dedicated to the kids.
That's right, and we're real happy that we also have a scholarship that we award to the performers. If you perform 3 of your last years in high school, and we'd like to have the senior year, and you're eligible for our scholarships.
Now, tell us a little bit about some of the other activities. Obviously, the circus is not the only thing happening. You've also got a museum.
That's right. We've got a museum in our building, our Circus Museum, which, you know, after 37 years, you've got a little history here of our own. We do have some of the old performers. This was a circus city many years ago, and so we have some of those collections in here. There is the Circus Hall of Fame is out at the edge of town. At the old winter quarters will be open. Our museum at the courthouse also has circus things going on, so we're really geared towards circus this city.
And if museums and the circus aren't enough, you have rides and the whole festival filled with food, fun, games, you name it, downtown. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the carnival will start on Monday, and it goes all week long. They've got rides, like you said, and all the things, and they might have a few entertainments down on the courthouse lawn, but it goes all day, and you'll have a lot of fun with that. They have special days for special rides, and it's really will be a fine week. You can do something all day long. You can come early in the morning, and there's things to do.
Finally, on the culmination of all of Circus City Festival, you have a parade on Saturday, July 20th. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's Saturday morning. It starts at 10 o'clock, and it's been considered one of the largest parades in the state, and I've been to a lot, and it's so well organized. We have a group there that really organizes this parade. They'll have, of course, the horses and the circus wagons coming in from the Circus Hall of Fame, and all different kind of floats that'll be in it, and it lasts, good hour, hour and a half.
Now, you've already announced the Grand Marshal of the parade this year. Tell us a little bit about who is it?
The Grand Marshal is going to be Emmett Kelly Jr. And, of course, you've probably all seen him on television. He does a lot of commercials and things on TV. But one of the important things, he sent me a lot of his literature. One of the important things he always says is that he got his start in the Circus City Festival. And even his figurines that you've seen, a lot of them will have Circus City Festival, Peru, Indiana. And we're real proud of that, and we're really happy that he can make it here this year. He'll be out on tour, but he's going to make a special trip in here for us.
Great. That sounds fabulous. So,
can I just say one thing?
Go right ahead.
I've had a lot of fun working with Michelle this year. It's really interesting to have someone that's got a lot of new ideas. I have to kind of control her once in a while, but you know, some bright new ideas. We're going to have a fantastic spec that she thought of with an Egyptian theme, and she forgot to mention too that we're going to have a new act that's called the Slide for Life.
Ooh.
And you'll and
I'm going to be in big trouble.
I was waiting on you to say something, but it's going to be a fun act, and you'll really want to see that. We're going to retire Clyde this year.
Yes.
And so we're going to bring in a new animal, and we want everybody to be here to see that.
Clyde is our performing horse. It was with us how many years? 6 years? And he's just a little tired now, so he's going to retire this year, and we're going to have kind of a fun animal act. You'll just have to come see it because it's nothing you'll expect.
Well, I think we've got them all interested. Remember that phone number, Michelle? Repeat that one more time.
It's 317-472-3918 for tickets.
Get your tickets today, and in the meantime, ladies, may all your days be circus days. It is time for the 16th annual Iron Horse Festival. Hi, I'm Sara Bellar with Marcus Cable, and this is Rosalie Arnold. Rosalie Arnold is the board president for the Iron Horse Festival. And this Iron Horse Festival is very exciting because of a train called Canoa. Now, Rosalie, let's start there. Let's talk a little bit about this excursion train. Where are the excursions going?
The excursions are going to go to Burnettsville. We have 9 air-conditioned cars that will be pulled behind this steam train, and we expect the tickets to be sold out before the Iron Horse Festival. We will be telling you that there's different locations in Logansport you can buy the tickets, and also a place that you can mail in to purchase your tickets. We're really excited about this. We are advertising in a train magazine. We've already sold tickets to people in Pennsylvania. So this is a big thing for Logansport.
This is a big thing for this entire area. By the way, those tickets, you can get them at P.O. Box 407 or some of the local merchants. Now, there are a lot of events going on at the Iron Horse Festival this year. Let's start out with what are our dates for Iron Horse this year and what are the times?
Okay, the Iron Horse Festival this year is July the 19th, 20th, and 21st, and it starts at Friday night at 5 o'clock. That's our kickoff. Then we have our parade at 7 o'clock, and after that, everything breaks loose. And we're open until midnight. There's lots of rides for the kids and different events throughout the festival site. A lot of good things to eat, a lot of good craft vendors will be there this year. It's going to be our best Iron Horse Festival we've ever had.
Now you mentioned Friday night. How about Saturday and Sunday? Because you will be open then.
Right. This is when our steam train will run on Saturday. We have 4 excursions on Saturday and Sunday. That's at 9, noon, 3, and at 6. Saturday there's many events going on. The golf outing, we have a car show going on. We even have a diaper derby show going on. There's just events that are going on throughout the day. Saturday night we do have a laser show going.
Tell me about this laser show. This sounds very exciting.
Well, the time schedule on the laser show is at 9:30, 10:15, and 11:15. And the gentleman that's going to do the laser show is actually going to put a train in the sky for us, and a steam train, no other.
Wow.
And we're really excited. There's going to be things going on all during the day, all during the evening on Saturday, and the same with Sunday. Again, we have the 4 excursions on the steam train again.
That's great. So what are your hours on Sunday then?
11 until 5.
That sounds fabulous. Now, you have a really great theme for this year, and I think it kind of summarizes all of these events and activities and fun and food that you've been talking about. What is your theme?
Festival of Fun, now and in the future.
It sounds really exciting to have the train coming for the first time and to just have all of these events that you're planning out. Any other things that people need to know about, like for more information? Who can they call?
They can call 219-722-IRON.
Okay, that's an easy number to remember. And also for those tickets, like I mentioned before, P.O. Box 407 will give you that address on the screen. How do you think things are going as far as planning this year?
It's taken 12 months to plan this. It's taken a community to plan this, and a lot of people and time and effort and money.
A lot of thank yous need to go out there.
Oh, you better believe it.
But in the meantime, you know what you've got to do. You've got to plan on the 19th, 20th, and 21st to come on down to Loganland and check out the Iron Horse Festival, 16th annual. Hop aboard that train and take an excursion.
We're back at the bridge party, and fun stuff is still happening here in beautiful downtown Lewisburg. And hey, Annie Bowsher, how's it going?
It's fun.
Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
What'd you think about the food?
It was good.
Really good? What'd you have to eat?
A tenderloin.
The party's all over tonight. Guess what that means?
I'm going to see you next week.
You're probably going to see me next week. Hey, thanks for talking to us. And look over here. We have some old friends from Monticello. You are?
Bruce Clear.
And what is your position?
I'm a conservation officer.
Is that what they call turtle chasers?
We've been called worse, yeah.
Well, have you had a good time out here today?
Great time. Nice turnout. I'm glad to see a lot of people here and politicians and people talking about what's going to happen, good things to come.
Well, thanks for being with us today. And also we have
Brenda Loudon.
And you too are a
conservation officer.
And did you have a lot of good food to eat today?
I haven't ate yet. It's too hot.
Well, no, it is. But, you know, the food is almost starting to, you know, wind down here. You might want to go have a tasty tenderloin or...
Might do that later.
Okay. Has anyone tried to, like, jump in the river to cool off yet?
Not yet. I think it'd be wise not to.
Would we get arrested?
Out of the river.
Oh, really? Would we be arrested?
No, we'd probably just have to save them.
Lisa, if he can pan down, that's why we're here. If he can pan down, or we've got life-saving equipment ready down here, that's why we're here.
Okay.
If he can pan over the bridge, you can see that.
If we pan over the bridge, look, this is the life-saving equipment, just in case one of us gets a little too close to the edge. And I know I'm going to stand back because you never know when a sudden gust of wind is going to come up. But Wayne, let's go on up here. I see some other interesting people here. Look who we have. We have Mary Lou and Norman Kessling.
Now, Pat, isn't that wonderful? And here we are at the wonderful bridge party.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, lots of nice people.
There's a breeze.
Hey, it feels wonderful now, doesn't it?
Yeah. How are things over at Kessling Drugs?
Just real good.
Yeah. Doing lots of prescriptions these days?
Haven't been real busy.
That's good. And what did you like? What was the really unique thing that you liked about the bridge party, Norman?
Oh, it's just really unique.
We're glad everybody found it.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to find.
No, we knew where. Hard to find it all.
Well, we found it one time by accident, so we're glad everybody else found it today to park here.
Yeah. You think we'll ever get this 4-lane highway?
Very definitely.
Well, thank you from the Kesslings. Let's move down this way. Winding up the party, the man of the hour, and he wants to say a few words. Dick, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the party?
Just wonderful.
Did you have, like, every expectation come true?
We doubled our expectations.
So you made a lot of money?
Made a lot of money, made a lot of friends, and hopefully had success.
That's great. And next year, what do you think? Another party?
Next year, hopefully, Miami County will do what we did this year. It's their turn because we aren't going to work quite as hard.
Oh, really? So we could, like, take a vacation.
We can take a vacation, but we'll partner with them as we promised.
This has been a wonderful partnership of all the communities working on the bridge party, and there's a lot of people here today, and we're going to go talk to a few more. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Okay, we're over here speaking now to Senator and Mrs. Weatherwax. I have my mouth empty, and they have their mouth full, and I'm the one making the mistakes here. Kay, what's been your tastiest little entree so far?
Oh, I think the tenderloins are wonderful, and the chips.
Yes, and Al Van Wormer did a great job, didn't he?
He really did a very good job.
You know, Dick Dilling said that was the first free meal he's ever had from Al.
That's probably true. And Senator Weatherwax, what are you enjoying?
I think I'm enjoying the sweet corn here because this might be the very first of the session.
I think it is.
And, of course, I love my onions on my tenderloin.
You won't be, like, breathing on anyone tonight.
I'm done speaking, I hope.
Okay.
And I hope I don't offend you, but
oh, you don't.
I love onions on tenderloin.
That's good.
Plenty of mustard, can't beat it.
It's a real Hoosier treat, isn't it? Now, coming around here are two of my favorite gals. The new president of the American Red Cross, Maybelle Thomas. Maybelle, what are you having to eat?
Oh, I'm having hot dogs and baked beans, and they're marvelous.
And what things are you expecting wonderful for the Red Cross in 1996?
Oh, mercy. You really threw me a zinger, didn't you?
Lots of money, lots of fundraisers.
Oh, God, I hope we have a lot of fundraisers.
Maybe we could have another bridge party.
Oh, you know, I've already suggested that.
Well, that's all.
I think a bridge party would be great with a generator.
And we'd like to thank the Red Cross for bringing their first aid station out here to help us today. And the probably oldest, not oldest in the sense oldest, but the longest termed chamber member, could I say it that way, Betty Jewell?
Okay.
How many years have you been on the chamber?
Oh, more than I care to remember.
And how about this for an idea for a party? Pretty neat, huh?
Wonderful. We think this would be a good party, a good place to have parties for fundraisers. I think it's wonderful.
I think it is too.
And the food is delicious.
I think
it's all great.
Yeah, Al Van Wormer and his guys did a wonderful job.
He's from the South Side, and I eat there a lot anyway.
And is this your first free meal from Al Van Wormer?
Yes, my first free meal.
You know, Al, we love you. We're just teasing. That's a Dick Dilling joke. But anyway, we'd like to thank everybody for being with us here on the bridge in beautiful downtown Lewisburg. And stay tuned because we'll be back right after these messages.
Liverpool, New York. 14-year-old Michael Stever was watching football at a friend's house when the friend removed one of 6 loaded guns from a closet and removed the clip. He was showing the handgun to his friends when it discharged, killing Michael. Michael's last words were, "You shot me." Before you bring a gun in the house, think about it.
What a day, girls. I don't know about you, but I am tired.
It has been a lot of fun. We've talked to a lot of people, and it has been a blast.
Yes,
it really
it
has. What do you guys think?
I think I'm ready to go home. No, actually, I could just maybe dive over and cool off. A refreshing dip in the beautiful Wabash River. That'd be fun, don't you think?
Well, I think that's probably the finale for the show today. Everybody just gets on the edge and takes a dive. What do you think?
Well, if we decided to do that, I'm sure Wayne would have the cameras on us just watching and rolling, right? But you know, Lisa, you worked very hard to coordinate this bridge party, and you have really done a super job. I mean, it really is a success today.
Well, I can only say I was just a small part of that committee that worked so very hard. Dick Dilling from Logansport and Tom Slesser put a lot of this together, as did all the area chambers and economic development foundations along the corridor. Many, many thanks to the many, many people who donated food and entertainment, resources and time. As I said, I've been out here since 7 this morning, and I'm dying for a cold shower.
It's amazing how all this has come together. I mean, it's just, there's so many people here, but there's entertainment, there's food, and it's just been wonderful.
And they were all volunteers. That's the most wonderful thing. Everything was donated for the efforts to, you know, hopefully get this 4-lane highway, you know, on the ball. So, hey, I just like to thank everybody for helping us.
It's been great.
Well, I think there's only one thing left to say, and that is that Marcus Cable, we're your TV star.